Welcome to the Spirit-Centered Business Podcast, where we blend the spiritual with the practical for supernatural results. Now, here is your host, Bralynn Newby.
Hello there. Welcome to this very special Spirit-Centered Business Podcast episode. I'm here again with Laura Babeliowsky, and we're here to announce something really cool. We're doing a planning workshop, and so we wanted to talk about planning. Welcome, Laura. Thank you for doing this with me.
Oh, I'm happy to do that with you.
Thank you so much. So, a little bit about our stories. I'll just start. I am a planner from way back. I just have that really organized mind. People laugh at me. I actually have labels on my drawers, and I've helped people organize. I actually helped my sister start a whole organizing business. I just don't want to go through other people's stuff. She loves it. But when I was in corporate, I was managing construction projects. I'm an interior architect, and I actually never worked as an architect because I was working as an owner's rep, hiring the architects and managing them and managing the projects, hiring the construction crews and doing all of that. And, I worked with multi-million dollars flowed through my hands as I was building things. And I was always very, very organized. Everybody was just amazed that all of my binders were in place, all of my blueprints were in place, and my desk was clean by the end of every day. I was just so organized and everything was planned out. I actually got a high kudos from one of our uppers. When I did a planning of a construction project, we were switching over from, I think we were building a whole new department in one of the wings of one of the medical buildings. And he said that he had never seen a plan that was so on track, budget and schedule wise.
Wow.
And it was so. Point being, I plan. I'm a planner. I plan. I even showed you, Laura. I showed you the plan of the launch for when we launched Kings on Fire. I'm like, on this day we're going to send this, and we're going to put this social media post out, and all of the emails are written, and all of the graphics are done, and I'm a planner. So, what about you, Laura? You plan at a different level.
Totally. Yeah, I'm not so much a planner, but for me, it's like fresh ideas, intuitive thinking, and getting new revelations. And I think that we can really make something great together. Because I was like in my work as a business coach, I always get these new ideas from my clients. But we have the expression, ideas are cheap, right?
Oh my gosh, so
Yeah.
true. Yep.
Many times I got prophecies from my clients, and the Lord gave them great ideas for new businesses, new products, new services. And then people didn't do anything with that.
Oh my gosh, that happens all the time. Yes, I agree.
So there are a lot of reasons for that, but one of them is a lack of planning. You just don't find the time to do that and make the necessary steps to make it a reality. And the Lord doesn't want that. He wants that we do what He asks from us. And there must be a reason that we are together, because we can help, we can help each other to do that and also help our clients with that.
Yeah, absolutely. And, my first book was Planning to Profit. Well, is Planning to Profit. Oh, I have one right here. I can show you my first book, Planning to Profit.
Wow.
I mean, I am such a planner. I literally have my blueprints right here, because we need to get the blueprints from the Lord, but then we also need to plan it out. So I named it Planning to Profit because that was my signature process. There's 3 ways to plan to profit, right? Planning to profit, like what are you literally planning on? What is your mindset? Are you having an expectation of your business making a lot of money? Right? Some people have mindset issues, and we're going to be definitely talking about that, where they have blocks. And so no
Yes.
matter how much planning they do, if they don't believe that it's for them, they won't go. They won't execute. The energy level is not in the on clicked onto receiving
Yes.
profit, right? And then the second planning is my big deal, doing the planning to profit, literally laying out the plan, monetizing the message, just seeing what the Lord has put on your heart and then putting it into a form where your ideal clients can really run with it. Are they going to be buying a book or courses or a membership or events, or what is the actual plan of monetization and the business model so that money can flow into your business? And then the
Yes.
third planning is getting out of the planning stage and actually into the profit stage. Because I
Yes.
have also had clients who sit and they plan and they talk about it and they have another meeting and they plan and they tweak a plan and they never actually get out of planning and into profit. So
Yeah.
we're going to handle all of that in this workshop, aren't we?
Yes, also about the wording of things, because you can have a new, fresh idea, but then you have to also get other people in agreement with it, because it's all about getting other people say yes to it too.
Absolutely. Marketing message is huge. Marketing message is
Yeah.
huge. Yep.
So all these ideas that the Lord gives to his children, we have to have the skills to get other people also enthusiastic for that. That's marketing skills. But yeah, it's all the wording, the messaging, and that makes it a success or not. So that is also part of our workshop, how to do that. But also you have to be profitable with it. If you don't make a profit, it won't work in the end. So
I would say if you're not making a profit, you're not actually in business. You just have a really expensive hobby. Yeah, and here's
yeah,
another thing about planning. If you just wing it, if you just see what happens, you're going to get wing it results. You
yes,
know, you're not going to get the results that you go for. Now, obviously, we can never exactly plan and do everything exactly, but here's the deal. God is a planner. And he says that, let me see, I've got a few different verses here. Here it is, Proverbs 16:9. In their hearts, humans plan their course, but the Lord establishes their steps. So it's almost like the plan is the ticket to get in so that the Lord will establish your steps. If you don't even plan, you don't even have the first step for the Lord to establish the steps, right?
wow, that's
If you've received your destiny scroll but you're not actually opening it up and doing the steps that are on it each day, we're going to be talking about daily routine. The Lord can't move you. It's almost like trying to move a parked car. The planning is the piece that gets you there, right? You want to
that
say
is.
anything else about that, or should I keep going on scriptures?
Oh, I think this is so important to know, and that also explains why some people are stuck. I
Hmm.
mean, the Lord gives them these ideas, and they don't do anything. They don't see success. But this is one of the missing pieces to make it a success. It's very important. Planning.
Definitely. Definitely.
And
Yeah, so I'm looking at Luke 14:28. Suppose one of you wants to build a tower or a business. Won't you first sit down and estimate the cost to see if you have enough money to complete it? So won't you, if for his business, won't you sit down and write out the steps of your marketing, of what your offer is and who you're going to sell it to and the language you need to use and the technology that you need to use so that you will be successful in building the business. It's right there.
Absolutely. Wow.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. So let's just read a couple more of these about planning.
Yes.
Well, here's another reason why you need help with planning. Proverbs 15:22. Plans fail for lack of counsel, but with many advisors, they succeed. And here's another thing. This is, the trust not your own, lean not on your own understanding, but trust the Lord in all of his ways. Well, when we just sit in a silo and we're sitting in our own office behind our computer trying to plan something, we don't have anyone else's thoughts or input or eyes on it. So that's why I love working with coaches. And, I've told it many times that I've spent a lot of money on hiring coaches who can help me plan, who can see outside the frame of making sure that I'm not only planning well, but implementing well.
Absolutely. So, yeah, that could also be an explanation why people are stuck. So, if one of the viewers is in a situation that you feel stuck, maybe that is one reason that you didn't get the counsel that was needed. It's not only that it's a wise thing to do. It's a biblical principle and a technology that you need to get other people's counsel. It's just the way the Lord wants us to collaborate with other believers.
Yeah, yeah, I agree. And then, of course, he promises good things to us, right? Psalm 20, verse 4 says, May he give you the desire of your heart and make all your plans succeed.
Wow.
Right?
Yeah.
So how are you succeeding if you don't even have a plan? Right?
Or
And I love Zig Ziglar. Do you remember Zig Ziglar from back in the day, Laura? Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah. So he said, how can you hit a target if you don't even have a target to hit?
absolutely. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So, most business owners plan their year in November and December, but I can tell you, whenever you're watching this, whenever you see this, it's a good time to plan if you don't have one, or if you're doing a new project or starting a new business. Do your planning whenever you're watching this for a reason. And I just believe that the Lord put this in front of you for a reason, because he wants your plans to succeed, and therefore you need to have plans. You have to put out the natural so that his super can come on it to have a supernatural result.
Yes. Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We have a lot of promises of God written on our little notes here, Laura. The promises of God are so good, because that's why we want our business to succeed, right? We're building his kingdom, not just our own good idea, but we're going to literally get the scroll from heaven that he wrote about you and about your business before the foundation of the world, before the foundation of time itself, right?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm just reading through a couple of these. What's on your heart to share?
Yeah, so what I noticed and what I heard from the Lord this morning is that he is really serious about giving new, fresh ideas to his children. He told me that already a few years ago, especially entrepreneurs, because the Lord wants to do something new. So there are a few Bible verses about that. For example, I have here a list. Yeah. For example, in Isaiah 48:6, you have heard, now see all this, and will you not declare it? From this time forth, I announce to you new things, hidden things that you have not known. And in Revelation 21:5, he says, Behold, I'm making everything new. So that is really, he's doing that. People
Yeah, I
think,
love.
yeah.
Oh, excuse me. Go ahead.
Yeah, some people think this is in the future, right? But I think it's now. He's doing that now. He gives his children ideas. He wants new renewal of the earth, restoration of the earth, and that is coming through the business owners, because they have the power and autonomy to really put that into practice, to make a reality of that. And those ideas will be really great, supernatural. You have never heard them before. It will make you very successful because those ideas work the best. He told me that. He said, my businesses will work the best of all the businesses because I want that people see that they are from me. So, and yeah, he's doing that. He's doing that. And just have to be in anticipation for that. And
Yep.
maybe you already have a feeling that the Lord wants to give something new to you. Because my clients say to me, oh, the Lord told me already he wanted to give me a new idea for a machine or whatever. And then you're ready to learn how to put that into practice so that it become a reality.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Also, when you read this in Isaiah 48:6, will you not declare it? And Laura, we use in Kings on Fire and, with my clients, we use the declarations that the Lord has given us. We take what we see on the Destiny Scroll, or when we've done a lie bust or a cleanup on the inner world, and we replace lies with truth. We declare those things. So it's important to have the declaration of what the vision is for your future on your lips every day. And not only just saying the words, but literally bringing your emotions into it. And so also in this workshop, at the end of the workshop, we're going to be doing an activation. The Lord gave me this powerful, very, very powerful activation. I have done it in my Kings on Fire group, and I've also done it live. I think we had about 150 people in a conference that I did when I did it live in Orlando. And it really puts your brain, the thoughts that you have, and your heart, the emotions that are behind it, into coherence. So it brings that frequency in there. I'm going to be teaching about that, but also doing it so that people know this is how you stand on the promises of God. And of course, my latest book is the Discover Your Business Destiny, how to co-create, steward, and stand. Because we can use these promises of God, 2 Corinthians 9:8, God is able to bless you abundantly. So in all things, at all times, having all you need, you will abound in every good work. Well, how do you stand on that scripture or on that promise that it's attached to you, it's attached to your business, and it's not just a good thing that people say over here. You really are owning it, and you're living it, and you're feeling it. We're going to do that activation that really gets you into that place, because I can tell you, as a business owner, and Lori, you know this too, and everyone watching us probably, there are days when you do not feel like it. You just don't feel like working the plan. You just don't feel like getting up, getting motivated, getting started, making the calls, creating the content, doing whatever it takes. And so this is when the rubber really meets the road for the people who can get themselves into that. David said he encouraged himself in the Lord. And Paul told Timothy to stir yourself up. You have to get yourself into that execution of the plan energy, that tetelestai. It is finished. He has already blessed it. It is done. Those are the things that move you through it. And of course, it's so hard to do it when you're sitting all alone. Oh my gosh, it's so hard. But when you have an accountability partner or a group or a coach, helping you along the way that you know you're going to meet with, and they're going to call you on the carpet and say, did you do what you said you were going to do? Which is, of course, did you do what the Lord told you to do?
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, and that will be the best thing that you can do. I mean, it will be fulfilling in so many ways. You will never get more fulfillment than when you just obey the Lord and do what He asks you to do. It's His plan that He made already before He made the world. And He chose you to do that. He calls you for that. And He knows that you can do it. But you just need help and other people to give your feedback also and support and advice, so you can do it in the best way.
Right, right. So there are, like I mentioned earlier, money mindset issues that we need to address. And we need to clear up identity issues, because often money issues or the mindset around money is tied to your identity, because you don't know who you are. You don't know who you were created to be. You don't know who your daddy is. You don't believe in your own capacity or capability to handle what you see on the destiny scroll, what he shows you in a vision of what your business can be. And I guarantee you, what you can see in the vision is smaller than what his plans are. But if you don't believe the vision, that you can actually get to the vision, you're not going to do the planning, and then you're not going to execute the plan if you do the plan. Right? We have to get that out. And that's a process of peeling back the layers. And, oh, I didn't know I believed that. In fact, just a few weeks ago, I discovered another layer of healing that I didn't know I needed. All of a sudden, this lie came up, like, oh my gosh, I am believing this thing. And I wish I would have brought my journal in here to remember exactly what it was. But I broke it off. And let me tell you, when you break off lies and you replace them with truth, and then you start declaring the truth, things change, things shift, doors are opened, you meet the right people. Things can break open in your business once you've changed that money mindset, gotten into that abundance and the promises of God, that he's able to bring you life, like John 10:10 says, I've come to bring you life and life more abundantly, so you can have that life to the full, right?
Absolutely. And not only money mindsets issues, but also other kinds of issues like I'm not good enough, things like that, or people will not like me or whatever. All those things that many people have, because I experienced that almost all of my clients have these kind of thoughts, but we have a very simple way to get free of those, and that gives the great opportunity for the children of God to be really transformative change makers in the world, because they don't have this field of low self-esteem anymore. And that is such a great chance we have as Christians, and not enough people see that. They know this. But we are on a mission to help the Christians with that, the Christian business owners.
Yeah,
too,
not just Christian, but kingdom. They come all the way into the kingdom. Yeah.
Yes, absolutely.
So one of the things in Kings on Fire is we're teaching the kings to be on fire, not only that, but also to build their kingdom, because our kingdom, he is the King of Kings.
Yes.
He is our king, and we are expected to be kings. And as kings, our business is our kingdom.
Yes.
Just like his kingdom has commerce and trade. And if no one's making any money, his kingdom is not being built. because
Oh,
his kingdom requires us to be making money. We have to be able to fund the things that he wants, but we also have to be able to fund the building of building others. It's a wave and a momentum and a movement of exponential growth of the kingdom. And so our business has to be making money. And I believe he's calling us to be multimillionaires and even billionaires for working on his side. Why should the kingdom of darkness have all the billionaires? That's not his plan. That
no,
is not his plan.
no, no, no. We want it too. I mean, in God's way. But I think we are in that position to have that too, and the Lord wants us to help us with that. But we have to do what He says. Just to follow.
Absolutely.
Yeah, he helps us. He gives us ideas, gives us wisdom. We have to follow up on that, and that is what our workshop is about.
That's
I'm
right.
looking so forward to it.
Yep.
Yeah.
So essentially we're going to receive the Destiny Scroll for your business for 2026. We're going to look at the vision that God gave you. We're going to map out the vision. How do you map it from what you're seeing in the spirit realm to what it means in the natural and make those connection points? And
Yes.
then Laura has been doing this for 20 years. Amazing. She's going to help us map a 6-figure year so that we can literally put a plan in place that will get us to 6 figures, or if you're already there, to multiple 6 figures, because
Yes.
it's going to expand your capacity. It's going to give you clarity, and you'll also know what to focus on. And Laura, even I struggle with this some days. I'm like, okay, Lord, I don't even know what I'm supposed to be working on today, because some days I just have so much to do. It's like, what in all of the noise of all of the information and everything going on, what is the one thing I need to do right now? And so when you have a plan in place, especially a plan as specific as getting to 6 figures, then you'll know what to do every day. You'll know how to work that plan and give you clarity, right? And then, of course, if you're a king on fire, you'll have that weekly check-in, and you'll be able to say, okay, this the I planned it this way, but it doesn't seem to be working. And Laura and I can coach you through that, right? Or we can say, well, let's go back to the plan. Did we have the plan right? Because we don't always get everything 100% right the very first time. That's not how the world works, right? We have to quote unquote fail in order to succeed, because that's our testing, that's our learning, our growing, our exploration, our discovery. It's all part of the process. So when you have coaches that come alongside you, you'll that won't feel like failure is fatal. It's not fatal. And that's another mindset that some people have. They have to be perfect. They have to just get it right. But that's not the way the world works. That's not the way the Lord is. Even Jesus, when he, remember that one story when he healed a guy and he said, okay, what do you see? And he saw, I see people like trees walking. Like it wasn't all the way there. He needed another treatment. He needed to try again, do it again, right? So that's when we have a plan in place, that's the ticket to tweaking and getting it
Yeah.
right, massaging it, making sure that marketing message is right. So Laura, would you tell them a little bit more about what's in the planning your 6-figure year?
Yeah. So I think one of the most important thing is your marketing message. So what message do you bring out to the world? Your marketing proposition, right? Because that will make or break your success. And I helped a lot of people with that message. And there are a few things that are very important to attract people, because people are not attracted to everything, that's for sure. But Okay, so to know how to do that well, that's an important part of that plan. But then you have also to choose your offer, and it has to be lucrative, because otherwise you won't make money enough. So it's all about your business model. What do you offer, and what do people get, and what prices do you have? So that is also an important part. But then also, how will you attract clients to that? And how do you market it, and how do you sell it? If you know all these things and you start doing it, and the Lord will help you, will bless you, and then it will bring success to you. That's it's all learning. You have to learn how to do that and to make mistakes, just like you say. And then people can say, okay, this works.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's so good. Did we read all of these? Let me just go back to our notes. There are so many good promises of God. Well, even the one Deuteronomy 8:18, right? It is the Lord your God who gives you the ability to produce wealth. So he confirms his covenant, which he swore to his ancestors, as it is today. So there are ancestral covenants. I mean, think about the very first covenant, dominion mandate for Adam, right? That was a covenant that Adam was to subdue the earth. Well, are you subduing the marketplace? Are you subduing your industry? You know, there's so many covenants along the way. But of course, we have the kingdom covenant as well that the Lord makes when we come into partnership to really operate from heaven. You need that kingdom covenant of the partnership. So you know what your side is and you know what the Lord's side is, you know?
It's all
Yeah.
very important. Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's so nice that he gives us the power to become wealthy. I mean, if you know that, you can build anything you want if you do it in the right way, because he gives you that promise. So you just have to do it. Yeah. And
Yeah, well, you can build anything that he wants because he's going to also sit there and watch you. He wants you to dream and he wants to co-create and co-labor with you.
absolutely. Yeah. But I notice what the Lord wants is also what I want. It's exciting. Sometimes you didn't expect it at all. It brings you on a higher level. But that in the end, it's the best thing that can happen to you. Yeah.
Yeah, that's so good. And we're recording this on the 8th. So Proverbs 8 is an excellent one to read, you guys. Seek wisdom, get understanding, get prudence,
Yes.
look for discernment, get wise counsel. He will give you power. It's all in there. It's a great chapter on planning, and we just happen to be recording on the 8th. So Proverbs 8, all about wisdom, understanding. And this is why planning is so important. Like I said, if you don't have a plan, I think it was Zig Ziglar or maybe someone else, I don't know. If you don't have a plan to succeed or to win, then you're literally planning to fail. You're planning to lose.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
if you're just kind of seeing what you feel like doing today, it's really not setting you up for success.
Yeah. And what he also says, then your another person's plan, right?
Oh,
You're,
yeah,
yeah.
exactly. You're working someone else's plan for your life. Yes,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that's really good too. Yeah. And again, like I said in the beginning, writing down a plan and making a plan is not saying that the Lord is not going to tweak you and change you and you're not leaving any room for Holy Spirit to move. There is always flexibility. As we're literally sitting with the Lord and unfolding the destiny, we bring Holy Spirit moments into that. They're built into the plan. Like your daily routine would be to sit with the Lord and say, what are we doing today? Because let's just say for some reason you're just hearing I love you. I'm so proud of you, and you're not hearing direction. That means you're just supposed to go back and do what you already planned. Just keep working the plan, right? Unless he's going to say, oh, today I need you to go to the library because you're going to meet someone and they're going to have a word of knowledge for you. Or you're going to go to Walmart and lay hands on someone and you're going to heal them. I mean, that's why we have that time built in, and I have it part of my routine to just whenever I switch from one task to another, I check in with the Lord. Is this really the right next task that I'm doing for today?
Yes.
Yeah. So we're going to talk about all of that. So Laura, is there anything else that you want to let people know about the workshop?
I think the prophecy will be also important. So we get the destiny scroll from heaven, right? But there's also a prophetic thing that gives direction, and that's what Jesus told me. He said, "I want prophecy to be part of your workshop." So it's fresh revelation from him.
I love that.
It's just another access point to heaven. But it's exciting. Yeah.
Very exciting. Thank you, Laura. Thank you for being our resident prophet. People call me prophetic too, but I don't know. I mean, yes, I get words from the Lord, and yes, I do move things forward and see from heaven, but I think you're more prophetic than I am. And that's not a bad thing because I'm a good teacher.
You're also very prophetic. But it's some kind of special prophecies for entrepreneurs. The Lord gave me that. He said, "I make you a prophet for entrepreneurs," and I get this fresh ideas for entrepreneurs. It's just the way the Lord wants me to function. It's not better than anything else, but it's just the way He does that.
Yeah.
And I like it. I like it.
No, I love it too. I love it too. I actually have a throne of revelation, and that's the Lord sometimes called me onto my throne of revelation because that's where He wants to put those fresh revelations and
Yes.
drop it into me. So we'll teach all of y'all how to do that. Especially if you're in a Kings on Fire, we're going to practice doing it. We're going to practice prophesying over your business and practice sitting on your throne and the different thrones that you can have. That's all in Kings on Fire, and you're welcome to join us there too. But for right now, though, follow the link. It's kingsonfire.com/plan. kingsonfire.com/plan. It'll be in the show notes wherever you're watching or enjoying the show, the podcast, and we hope to see you there. And if for some reason, if you're hearing this after the time when it's live, we might do more than one, of course, but it will be available as a course. So you can always attend later if you're thinking, oh, I missed the planning workshop. That's okay. It'll be available as a course. So go ahead and go to kingsonfire.com/plan to jump in and join that. And of course, if you need help executing the plan, there's Kings on Fire. All right, Laura. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you again for being with me. I so appreciate you. It's been a fun journey so far, and I'm sure the Lord has a lot more for us and a lot more for all of the kings who join us.
Yes, absolutely. I'm grateful. Yeah.
Awesome. So until next time, stay spirit-centered. Peace out.
Thank you for listening to Spirit Centered Business with Bralynn Newby, and we'll catch you on the next broadcast. Peace out.